Okay, so I am currently, like 2 days out from going to the Taylor Swift concert. Not actually to the concert because I don't have tickets. I've tried and I've sat on Marketplace, but it just doesn't seem to be wanting to let me in. But I am excited to like go and get amongst it with all the Swifties and kind of figure out what all the hype is about, because for me, I don't know if it's like, it can't be my age, because I remember seeing Taylor Swift. It was probably 2009. I could look it up, but I was 18 years old. And at the time, Australia had these massive fires and floods throughout the country. And so they put on this festival called like, I always want to say it was called Live Act, but I know it wasn't. Anyway, I'll find out and I'll tell you. But they had this festival and Coldplay played. And if you know me, Coldplay is my Taylor Swift, right? So coincidentally enough, they were playing. And Taylor Swift was playing as well. And she had like an early performance, like in the daytime. She was well before Coldplay and all that sort of stuff. And I remember watching her, and she like did this thing with her dress. She transformed her dress. She was wearing like, I don't know, like a black dress, and then all of a sudden it was gold and shimmering. And I remember that was like the first time I ever heard of Taylor Swift. So I'm really excited to go and watch all the Swifties and figure out what all the hype is about.
Taylor Swift entering her Sydney era.
It is Taylor Swift morning and outside is so fucking gloomy. I hope the Swifties aren't going to be standing in the rain all day long. Putting my carnelian in my bra to give me confidence while I interview everybody. This isn't like the most Swifty outfit to be going to interview everybody in, but at the same time, my titties are so fucking sore from about to get my period. So that's TMI. I don't care. If you know, you fucking know. I'm going to put some glitter on my eyes because then maybe that'll make me a bit more Taylor Swifty. Like a subtle one. I put a lot on. But that's okay. I feel like my sister's going to make fun of me for it, but that's also okay. I just got in my car because I'm about to go pick my sister up because she's going to film everything for me, and it is drizzling. But I don't really want to let it stop me because I feel like we'll see like the ultimate fans, you know? So I think it'll make for good content. But let's find out. Picked up my sister to go, and Mum's Mum's saying bye. I'm drunk in the back of the car and I cry like a baby coming home from the bar. Oh, how can the shape of somebody's body be blue?
I don't know. It's weird.
I've always wondered that.
What era are you in?
I don't know. I think if I had to be an era, I'd be like from when I was younger, right? Like when I first discovered Taylor Swift. So
Do you reckon Anthony Albanese is going to any of these concerts?
yes. Walking into Strathfield Station, never been here before. Say that again.
Platform 9 3/4. Think it's funny, do ya?
Off we go to catch the Swift Express. It's very early. I don't know if there's going to be actually anybody at Homebush yet because we've just realised that like being 10:30 in the morning.
Yeah, and everyone's sitting, so not
Yeah,
sure.
there's no mosh pit. So I kind of thought in my head that everybody would be lining up to get to the front of the stage, but I've just come to realise that that's not what's going to happen.
Maybe merch.
Maybe merch. We'll see. We'll see. We thought maybe there'd be some Swifties on the train and we were right. There's so many. You guys keen to see the concert tonight? Yeah. Okay, so it turns out you're not meant to catch the train to Homebush. You're meant to catch the train to Sydney Olympic Park. So now we're in Homebush. It's all part of the journey, guys. It's all part of the journey. No wonder I didn't see any Swifties on the train. It was getting clear that we were about to arrive at Accor Stadium, and I was about to immerse myself amongst the Swifties to see what it is exactly about Taylor Swift that everybody finds just so captivating. I'm getting my first friendship bracelet! What does it say?
Oh, it's paper rings.
Oh my gosh!
I was wondering because I tried to get some on Amazon so that I could trade with everybody, but they weren't going to arrive until next week, and I was like, well, there's no point.
At 10 o'clock in the morning, the lines were already massive for merch, and it wasn't hard to find Swifties to talk to. And so for myself, like, I appreciate Taylor Swift as an artist, but what I guess I'm trying to understand a bit more of is like where the hype sort of started. Like, how did it grow to be so big? And as someone who maybe isn't necessarily like I don't not like Taylor Swift, but I wouldn't consider myself a mega fan.
Yeah, right.
What would you say to somebody like me to explain like the fandom and why she is so big? And
Look, she's a girl's girl. You know she's going to support you. We've got her back. And I think, I don't know, it's just a fandom that really creates the family.
Yeah.
And that's what we want.
any other Taylor Swift things I should know about or anything?
Friendship bracelets. It's a must.
I just got my first one.
Yes! Oh, that's so good.
How far did you come from to come to today's show?
Well, we came from New Zealand.
Yeah, Christchurch, New Zealand, South Island.
Yeah, oh my gosh. So, if you don't mind me asking, you don't have to give an exact number, but roughly how much does it cost for you to come to the show tonight?
I mean, flights just here were $500.
Okay. Each?
Yeah.
Oh
So,
And then accommodation.
Yeah. We're low-key sleeping in the airport tonight just to be able to afford it.
Yeah. It's not something you'll regret spending on.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
for
It's
sure.
a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Yeah,
definitely.
And sleeping on the airport floor and flying all the way from New Zealand might seem like a stretch for some, but in Australia and in New Zealand, this is obviously a call out for how much we really do need more international acts coming down here. What is it about Taylor that's so special?
Her words are very strong and powerful, and I feel like
Are there particular words that she's saying or anything that's speaks really true to you?
yeah, I really just she's very true to herself, and she's very if you're interested in something, you follow that, don't let other people get in your way. And
Yeah. Do you think that's the message that she kind of gives is you can be yourself, you can be whoever you want to be?
yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I think she's definitely an icon for women and young women as well.
In what way?
With for example the man and about feminism and all that. I think it's really great for young women to look up to that. And she might not be have the best vocals or be the best songwriter. Some people would think she is, but I think overall she's amazing at everything, but might not be the best.
Because I do hear that sometimes people compare her a lot to Beyonce, which I mean is so not. I suppose compare. They say Beyonce's a better performer or a better vocalist, but it's I guess not about that for Taylor in a sense.
Yeah, I think she gives everything a crack. Whether it's she made a short film to one of her songs to she dances on the stage, and
she also has such a strong relationship with her fans, through the Easter eggs that she does. What do you think about all of that?
I think it's great, and I think that's another reason why she's so popular and famous, because not many artists really do that.
So I've been wondering where does Taylor come in? Does she come in just on the road like everybody else, or is there a secret underground passage underneath the Accor Stadium? I don't know. What is it that is so special about Taylor that maybe we haven't really seen something like this? Well, I haven't personally seen something like this. I don't know.
I think I've grown up with her from high school to now, and Hayley's the same.
Yeah.
And I'm a few years older, but still it caters to the same my age group and Hayley's age group, and I just think she's such a good role model.
There's something about Taylor that has spoken to you personally about, I don't know, lyrics that she's used, or
I just think she's really real. She just can sing a song that kind of relates to anyone's personal life, breakups, makeups, friendships. She even sings about her family sometimes, and I just think that you can listen to a Taylor Swift song and just feel from down here to up here.
Yeah. This artist isn't doing what other artists are doing. She's bringing out the performers, she's bringing out the props and turning it into an actual performance rather than just coming and singing.
Something I do think about when I see all these people here is it makes me nervous for Taylor, and I'm sure she's obviously got a handle on it, but I do find it bizarre. And I'm guilty of this myself with celebrities that I'm obsessed with and musicians that I love, that we worship them so heavily, and we're here waiting in line for the merch since 6 o'clock this morning. Some people have flown in from New Zealand, flown in from Melbourne, and I completely understand that because it's a core memory. It's something that you want to remember for the rest of your life and cherish these moments. But at the same time, it does blow my mind that hundreds and thousands of people and millions all over the world just really can worship one person. How far did you guys come today to come and see Taylor Swift?
We flew from Melbourne to come see Taylor Swift in Sydney.
Melbourne.
This morning you flew?
This morning,
yeah. Oh my God.
6 a.m. flight.
6 a.m.
6
flight.
a.m.
Left our houses about 4 a.m. So.
Yeah.
And you're seeing Taylor tonight?
Yes.
Oh my God.
My stepmom got me tickets for night 3 Melbourne. She logged on 45 minutes late and went straight through.
So did you go in Melbourne as well?
I did, yes.
Oh my God. Is Melbourne amazing?
Melbourne was amazing. Everything you could dream for. So hopefully Sydney's just as good.
As somebody who, I like Taylor Swift, but I'm not in the mega fandom. What do you say to me? What am I missing out on?
Ooh, probably the songwriting, I reckon, is like the big one. Like her lyrics and everything. I mean, you've got obviously like songs that are more simple, but then you've got all the really like intricate and like the big meaning songs.
Can you give me an example of what one of those songs would be?
So maybe more of the simple ones would be Shake It Off, but even that one has like all sorts of like nuances about the media and all that. And then something like Coney Island, which you actually played last night, which so
Devastating. Sorry.
Oh, was that the secret song?
Yeah. So songs like that from Evermore and Folklore are full of like very like big metaphors and all sorts of things that like really take you on a very like big journey.
I mean, the songwriting, but is there something else and something more to Taylor that can attract this many people?
I think there's always like in all of her songwriting and all of her songs and stuff, there's always something for someone. No matter who you are, what you've like grown up with, there's always a song out there that's like for you or for something that you feel and the way you're dealing with life or whatever. And there's also different styles of music. There's country, there's pop, there's like folk. There's always something to listen to.
I think another big thing is she's just like a genuinely kind person a lot of the time. I think a lot when like fans or other celebrities or anybody meets her, the one thing they always seem to take away is how nice she is.
Where do you think that kindness stems from for her? Like, how do you think she hasn't lost touch of that?
I think she was bullied when she was in high school. So I think probably like that experience in high school, being bullied and like not being able to make as many like good friends, probably like made her want to not make anybody feel that way. And like really go out of her way to make sure everyone feels included and loved. And the show is just so amazing to watch. Like 3 hours, and she really puts in her all. Like there's
no breaks and stuff and everything.
No breaks.
She's on that stage for 3 hours straight, and you are just like, I sit down during Folklore, and I'm there. She's doing dance moves, she's singing songs, she's up in there doing everything.
Yeah, I'm exhausted, and I'm just standing and singing.
And she does this for 4 nights in a row here in Sydney as well. It is that grand and amazing that there's really not much you can compare to this other than probably Taylor Swift herself.
Whatever she does next.
Yeah.
Breakfast. I do also feel like a sense of jealousy when I see everybody here, because there's nothing nicer than feeling like you're part of a community, and it feels like everybody here is so beautiful and warm and welcoming. And even though I'm not like the biggest Taylor Swift fan in the world, when I vocalize that to people, they completely understand and there's no judgment. And for everybody who's going to the concert tonight, I know that it's going to be such like a beautiful memory for them to hold on to for the rest of their lives. And so it does make me a little bit jealous that I'm not a part of it, even though we did try get tickets, didn't we, Hannah?
Yeah.
We did try, but we didn't succeed. Yeah, we sat online for a really long time.
4 different screens up at work.
Yeah, so as much as I would have liked to have gone tonight, especially because I'd love to have seen like what the hype is all about, I suppose. And I know what the hype is about. I know Taylor Swift is amazing and whatever, but more like seeing it for myself live in the concert would have been really, really cool. And so I am jealous of people here who are getting to do that and who are excited with each other and hanging around all day, because I remember doing this when I was waiting for Paramore when I was heaps younger, like when I was 18. And it's just such a fun day, making friends with other fans, being in the line. So yeah, very excited for everybody who's going tonight. And it's just really nice to like have the energy around of...
Everyone's so sparkly and pretty.
Everyone's really sparkly and pretty, and they're all just really getting happy. It's happy vibes. So I just wish everybody a really fun night tonight, and I know that they will have like a really fun night. As someone like me, I like Taylor Swift. I'm not a mega fan.
Yeah, okay.
What would you say to me to say like what is it that I'm missing?
I don't think you're missing anything. I feel like everyone can appreciate her at their own level. Like not everyone has to like Taylor Swift, but like I just love listening to her music. I think she has incredible artistry and lyricism, and that's something that I appreciate, and I don't expect everyone to appreciate that. Yeah.
I love that answer. That's lovely. Like, you don't have to be the biggest Taylor Swift fan to appreciate who Taylor Swift is.
Yeah, and I mean, Taylor Swift's not for everyone, and I totally understand that, and I respect that. But yeah, like, I feel like you shouldn't put someone else down because they like Taylor Swift.
Not at all, ever. I feel like that's a lot of people saying, you know, like, sometimes the Taylor Swift fandom gets kind of a hard rap, like, from people who don't get it. And do you know?
Yeah, some people though. There's like
haters.
But there's also some like Swifties who are like, if you say anything bad about Taylor Swift, they're like, oh no, you can never say that. But like, you know, everyone's human. Like, everyone makes mistakes, but yeah, no, I still love Taylor Swift. I mean,
it's been cool coming out here though and seeing it all, but I still have questions. I still want to know why I don't get it. It's not that I don't get it. I like Taylor Swift. I can appreciate it. But why don't I get it to the same level that everybody else does? What am I missing? And I still can't figure that out. Yeah, I think I'm still wondering what it is that I'm missing. But it's good to be open and honest, and that's just my opinion, and I'm allowed to have it. So don't come for me. On the way home, Hannah and I spoke about how we think Taylor Swift probably gives her fans a sense of escapism, the same way that you probably can get from reading a really good book. You get transported into another world for a little while, around people who are just as excited as you are to be there. And so for that, I'm extremely jealous of everyone who went last night, and I hope that they had the best time ever. I also think I understand to a degree that Taylor Swift is for everybody, and even though I'm not a mega fan, there's something in there for me, and the songs that I do like to listen to, I can appreciate them for what they are and not have to be the number one fan in the world. And I seriously could crash at any minute. You've got to be vigilant on the roads. I don't like driving in this lane. If anyone from Sydney's watching this video, they'll know what I'm talking about. I can't get across because all these cars are blocking me. Just a little woman. I'm just a little woman, let me through. Coldplay, motherfucker. Tell me you're a more hardcore band. I think not. Yeah, I live life on the edge. I listen to Coldplay, whatever. So it's the next morning, and I just wanted to thank everybody who spoke to me yesterday, giving me a little bit of insight into who Taylor Swift is, why she's so important to so many people. It was so beautiful, and the energy was just magical. Everybody was so kind and generous, and it was really, I mean, apart from the fact that I didn't go to the concert, you really did feel the energy regardless. It was just a sense of positivity. So thanks so much to everybody, and hey, maybe I'll make another vlog like this next time she comes around, which hopefully isn't too soon. Maybe she'll make it to New Zealand next time, so then people don't have to sleep on the airport floor. Lots of love, and catch you on the flip side. I'm never going to do that again, I promise.